Hey, how's it going? It's 9:53 in the morning, 9:54 in the morning on the 21st of March. So I'm gonna go to the bike shop, the bike park today and practice the jumps finally. I only did one like full day over there at the bike park. Yeah, didn't go very well. I was going to yesterday, but as I had to get a new tire put into my bike because it was only a 2-inch tire in the back, and for those jumper bikes you want like 2.3. I realized, I researched it. So yeah, yesterday I wanted to run, but I didn't sleep at all, like one bit. Probably had something to do with the run that I did the day before. It riled my body up. But right as sunrise came, I fell asleep like a baby. But I was kind of depressed that I didn't get up, that I wasn't able to sleep. So I slept until like 10:30, and then got up and like I wanted to fix the chain on my jumper bike, get it set up, but I couldn't find the chain separator tool. And I looked all day the day before for it. So I was like, all right, so yesterday it will be a day where I just organize and fix and organize and learn where stuff is. So I started doing that, and I looked under the pillow on the couch and it was there. So I was like, okay, cool, I'm in business. But then I realized, oh shit, today was the day I was going to get tires. I didn't have tires, jumper tires. And today's the day that Boulder Community Bikes open. So I went down there, and luckily, yeah, they had 2 tires, 26 by 2.3 tires, perfect for the jumper bike. So that was cool. Yeah, I brought back a 4-inch wide tire for a fat bike. I didn't realize what the hell I was looking at. I thought I grabbed it and thought it was like a jumper tire. So I got 3, and then I got a 2.25 tire. So I increased the size from 2 to 2.5 on the rear tire. So the front was 2.3. So I took it off and I switched it, and then I was trying to put the wheel back on, and it wasn't fitting. And then I noticed something fell on the ground. I looked, and it was the frickin' brake pad. So I put it back in, and then I put the wheel on, and it was like scraping really bad. Like way too bad to work. So I tried to take it out, but I couldn't take it out. It was stuck in there. So I took the brake completely off of the bike and brought it into my room, and like watched a tutorial on this dude that I put in my tutorial playlist, completely dismantling it. And I saw in the end how he put it back, and I figured it out. I put it back in, and with the clip and everything, and then yeah, I put it back on the bike, and the bike worked great. Like, it wasn't rubbing at all, no squeaking, no anything. Perfect spinning around, and I was like, oh cool. I mean, like better than before. It was like a little squeaky. So I don't think it was in right before. It got like jostled, like after I bought the bike or something. Put the bike together. So that was cool, and I was like, but my mom came over before that for like an hour because I wanted to show her all my stuff. And so, yeah, by the time I got that bike finished, it was like too late to go to the bike park. But I went to and I wanted to get to put the dirt jumper together because it was cold and windy yesterday. But during the day when I went down and bought the tires, I came back and I was trying to put the tires on, and then I went through all of my tubes. I had like a whole bunch of tubes, but none of them were wide enough. They were like maximum, the 26-inch tubes were like maximum 2 inches. So, and I need the 2.3. So I called Fix, and they had them. So I went down there and bought 3 inner tubes for the jumper bikes, and looked at the bike park, and there are a bunch of people at the bike park. So, yeah, I wish I was there today, but got the tubes and then came back, and yeah, put the tire on the rear tire because I'm waiting for my front wheel to next week, and once I get it, I can ride that jumper bike. And I adjusted the brake, the rear brake on it, and then I was going to try to put the chain on. And I put the chain on, and it was like, it was a BMX chain, and I'd never, like when I bought the bike, it had a chain on it, but it was just a single speed chain. So I took it, when I took it to the jumper store fix, he said it was a single speed chain, but I needed a really thick BMX chain. It was a different chain. So I got the other chain, but and I think he even put it on the bike for me, but because it was on the bike, but it was too, it wasn't long enough. So I like, I watched a tutorial on how to do it, and they said they do that. You do the chain around, then you add 3 links. So I added 3 links, but it had to go to 4 because it was like 3.5, and then it was way too long. So I used the tightener bolts. See, I've never done this before. Horizontal dropout single speed bike. I never had a BMX bike growing up, and I did jump though. I jumped regular mountain bikes, but just on local jumps. When I was a kid, little BMX bikes on the tires with the doors, but yeah, so I put but then I looked at the chain, and it was out of whack. It was way too in, so I adjusted the washers to put the cassette way the far out as far as I could, and it was reasonably linear. The chain was pretty good, but but oh yeah, but before I could do that, I tried to hold it there, with the chain whip, and the chain whip wouldn't hold it because it was only a 12-inch cog or 12-tooth cog. So there was only one bike shop that was still open because it was like 7. It was like 7:30. Yeah, the only bike shop still open was, or maybe it was like 8:30. No, it was 7:30 because yesterday I think they closed at 8. It was REI, so I called them and they did have like a special part. So I went in there, but it was $50. But luckily I had like 20% off, so I got it for 43 after taxes. But yeah, it's like a cassette pliers. Like they look like pliers, but they have a chain in them. So I put that on. That worked like a dream. And I was able to take the thing off and then adjust the cassette, and then pedal the bike, and it looked like good. I had to push the tightener bolts like all the way out to tighten the chain, right? And then as I was pedaling the chain, it looked like it was skipping a little bit, so maybe it needs to like warm in, like it wasn't loosened enough, and the chain link that I was working on. The first chain link I was doing it, and I felt this really bad crack, and I look at it, and I like went through the wrong end, and it just pushed the whole thing out. So I had to take 2 links out, but it was still too long. Like it was way too long at the beginning. And I held it straight because I forgot. Yesterday I had like a chain holder where the chain can dangle down, and it makes it so easy. And it's like holding it with my fingers. Yeah, so, but luckily I did it right the first time, and the second time. And it appears to work, so then the brake is ready to go and everything. So all I have to do now is just wait for the front wheel to come, and then I can put the tire and tube on it, pump it up, and then it's ready to go, It has a front brake that I got the other day for it, so. But then, by then it was dark, and then I cleaned up and organized and everything. I was stressed out yesterday because I couldn't run or sleep, and I was having to spend all day like. I had to do 3 different errands, I had to do the errand to get the tire, and then I realized I didn't have the tube. I had to do an errand to get the tube, and then I realized I didn't have that tool. So I had to do the errand for the tool, and then I had to sit around and fix those brakes and all that stuff. So yeah, spent $8 because I had $2 of change, and I got $10 of change weed. I still have some weed here, and it's good because being high on weed would be perfect for the ride because I could trip out and listen to music, but I'm not going to run anymore. The other last video I was like, I'm going to run 10 miles a day. Yeah, once I get warmed up, but I need to conserve my energy and use all my energy to practice with these jumps, because yeah, last night I got hooked on watching on YouTube and like on my computer screen captures I did of the bike jumps and the gap jumps and stuff, and I got hooked on it. But and I looked at the one here and I'm like, oh shit. because they're, to be honest, they're still at this point, they're high above my level. See, it's a little bit more difficult for me to do these jumps than regular people, and that's one reason why I'm excited about getting this dirt jumper, because it doesn't have rear suspension. Because I weigh 188 pounds and my bike weighs 37 pounds, and that's like 225 pounds or something. And like, I've noticed I have to hit these jumps way faster if I'm gonna clear them than a regular person. Like, because I was watching these kids in the videos and in real life, and they don't pedal one time, and they're barely even pumping. And they launch way into the air and they clear it. And I'm here and I'm pedaling my heart out and skipping as I'm pedaling. And then I get to it and I do the biggest fucking bunny hop I can. And I make it like halfway. And it's like, oh, god damn it. And it's probably because I have to I have to lose weight, you know, and that's because I'm just so damn heavy. Like, I push the bike all the way down, and yeah, it's designed for people who weigh like less than 150 pounds, like kids, not 200 pounders. So I have to like calibrate my speed, my own speed, not by watching other people do it. And then I have to do extra pedaling, and then that means I get more air. You know, just to go just as far, I have to go higher, it seems like. So anyway, I haven't done the X one yet, but I know that I can. I know that that's not above my level. And even the XL is probably not above my level, but although at that point I'm risking crashing. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in there and do the jumps, do the X jump and clear it. And because I haven't done a full day of jumping since I switched that handlebars position on that bike. But yeah, I do that one, do the X jump a bunch of times, and then so tomorrow I can give the XL a try and maybe even do the whale tail tomorrow. And then I want to, as soon as I can, like maybe today, I need to fix the brake, the rear brake, because I took it completely apart. The spring came uncoiled and everything, and I don't know if there's a tutorial on how to rebuild it, but I'll watch the BB7 tutorial and see if I can use that on the Shimano brake I have. It looks like a really nice, tough brake, but the rear pads fell out, and I took it apart. And anyway, if I can get that going on my trail bike, because that's the other full suspension, the 29-inch bike, I want to try and do the dirt jumps with that too, like the whale tail and everything, with both of them. My 26-inch enduro bike and then the 29-inch trail bike, and then the jumper bike. So that's 3. So anyways, yeah, I was up since 1:30 this morning, so watching that, kind of got hooked smoking weed. So yeah, I'm jazzed I have weed, even though I have to quit. I only have like 20 puffs left on my Advair, and after the Advair runs out, it's like another $100 a month if I'm going to stay on it, because it's not on my insurance. And that's with a special discount plan. Like if you just go in this place and buy it, they're $411 each. And so I have to quit smoking weed, or else I'm not going to be like in living hell, not able to breathe. So, but I'm jazzed about having weed for today, you know, to practice with the riding all day long, like literally all day long. Drive down there on the bike with a bunch of extra food and water, with, and all my gear to give me confidence, you know, because like going to Snowbond the other day, like I was launching that huge lip. It was just almost as big as the trick jump at Boulder. It was as big as bigger than any of the big wood jumps here in Boulder. So like the whale tail. So if I can do that, I can do anything in Boulder, and probably even including the trick jump. But and I was doing it no problem all day long at 50 times, because I knew I was landing in an airbag. So maybe it'll have the same kind of effect. Yeah, if I just get suited up and my helmet and all my gear, and I get going, and I can do those biggies. Yeah, so anyway, and so what I'm going to do now is, yeah, have as big of a breakfast as I can. And then, yeah, I should buy like snack. Yeah, I have like crackers. I'll bring Ritz crackers and stuff down there to hang out all day long. Luckily, my mom's house is near there, so I could go and visit her for a little bit. But she said she might come and visit me, so at the park to take photos. So I'd like to have somebody take photos of me, videos of me. No, I can put it on YouTube too. But so yeah, that's what it is. Bike park all day. One thing I noticed that was kind of bizarre is like yesterday, like because I ran 10 miles day before yesterday, and that yesterday I wanted to do it, and I couldn't because I couldn't sleep. But yesterday I was walking around, and I felt kind of normal. Like, I was a little bit sore, maybe in the back here and there, but I felt kind of normal. And it was like, yeah, why aren't my calves sore? Because I remember usually if you run like a few miles off the freaking couch, your calves are sore the next day. And my calves weren't sore at all, which was kind of bizarre. But the reason for that was because I wasn't running. I was running so slow, my calves barely even noticed that I was running because I was barely bouncing. I was mainly just moving my arms around. But anyway, I got up this morning, I was walking around, and my calves were sore. So it took like a whole day, 2 days or something, for my calves to finally get sore. But anyways, I'm going to have as big of a breakfast as I can, smoke weed, and then get on to that bike park and just do bike park all day, every day. In order to do the whale tail, I ain't doing it today. At the absolute soonest, it'll be tomorrow, and at the absolute latest, probably a week or two. But I want to hit the whale tail before I have my, bike meeting, you know? In the interview, they're like, yeah, we're going to meet with you. They're going to meet with you at the Boulder Bike Park. Make sure you can, your skills are good enough. And it's like, oh shit, I think what they mean is make sure I can do the fucking whale tail and all that, the XL. So in case they call me like at the April fucking 1st, I need to be ready with that whale tail. Because those like BMX type big ass jumpers, the ones where it's like that and you go launch way straight up in the air and down, like that's beyond my level. But I was looking at it last night, and see, I've never ridden a dirt jumper before, like not even ridden it. So I have no idea what it's like. And I might get on that dirt jumper, do a couple of jumps, get big air and be like, oh, I see what it says this is about. Because you can control the bike easier in the air than that big ass 37-pound enduro bike. And it might be like, oh, okay, I can do it. But still, the mindset, so. But I was looking at people doing those yesterday, and I was like, okay, I'm starting to get it. Like, I don't think this is above my level. I think I can do that, like, this summer. So it's mainly about leveling up incrementally, so you have to put your time in, and then also watching a lot of videos of people doing it so it can kind of get normalized in your head. So, and another thing that I did yesterday that I spent all night long doing for so much time, instead of other maintenance stuff I needed to do, like the rehaul my dropper post for my enduro bike and fix the brake on my trail bike. Yeah, I was stretching. I was in my room on the couch, just stretching my hips over and over again, putting the computer on my chest. So from now on, when I fuck around on the computer, and you should too, I just put the computer on my chest and I do stretches like on my hip because my hip's really sore. Because I waited like 20, 30 years just laying around in bed like I was in a coma, working on my computer. Like physically, I'm in the same condition as somebody who like got hit by a car 20 years ago, 25 years ago. And they've been in a coma in bed all day long, and now they get up and they like can barely move. That's like what I'm about. Anyways, I'm gonna try and get going on this as quickly as I could. I mean, I was awake when the sun came up. The sun came up and I experienced it all, but I was like so tired, so. Anyways, hopefully, yeah, I blew like $60 on the tires, and that was with not having to spend money on one tire because it was $60. So she charged me $30 a tire. Was I not getting the membership discount? What the fuck? I should have made sure. God damn it. Anyway, $60 on the tire, and then it was like $30 or something, or $40 for the frickin' tubes. I got 3 tubes. And then I had to blow $43, and that was with 20% off at REI. So I blew another like $150 yesterday. I was like, my God. So hopefully we're done with all the blowing money. But I have every kind of bike now, dude. Recliner, single speed cruiser road bike, which can turn into a fixie, single speed mountain bike, 2 vintage mountain bikes, time trial bike, road bike, gravel bike, cross country bike, trail bike, enduro bike, road commuter with a rack, yeah, unicycle and a skateboard. Yeah, and I bring the unicycle and skateboard with me in the car everywhere I go. So anyways, that's enough talking. Yeah, wish me luck learning all this stuff today. And talk to you tomorrow. Yeah, and I will. As soon as my mom gets out there, I'll have video to show of me doing these. Okay, talk to you tomorrow.